It's probably
when we've got Neuralink, when we're actually plugged into the network, we're gonna have internet connection. Are we not?
Issues.
Well, if we have internet connection issues, how much would you realize it then when you're actually plugged in? Can you imagine how dumb you would feel? You'd feel like I feel all the time, but like just for a moment. But that's pretty grim.
You're sitting there, you're having breakfast, you're watching TV in your brain because you got a Neuralink in your head. You're watching the news or some shit in your brain, and all of a sudden it turns off. And we're back to reality.
Yeah, stuck with your own thoughts.
Whoa.
Oh, no. So the original Eagles song, same tune they have.
Yeah, got it.
So
these are the lyrics.
These are the lyrics.
Yeah.
For years, they took the best of us and claimed them for their own.
Oh.
But now we've got them back again. Our Eagles have come home. We're the Eagles. West Coast Eagles, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, we're flying.
And we're here to show you why and all that.
Mm-hmm. And we're here to show you all that.
Yeah.
We're the big birds, kings of the big game. We're the Eagles. We're flying high.
Yeah.
For years, we learned the lessons, for we learned them very well. And now we've added West Coast magic, and we'll give you very hell.
Okay, so now I see why the Ian Kenny version has a bit of a reference to it's West Coast magic and it's just beginning, which is in the new theme.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a bit of a throwback to the OG.
It is?
Didn't know that, yeah.
Oh, interesting. And then you do the chorus again. So watch out all you know-it-alls, all you wise men from the east.
It's pretty angry. It's pretty angry.
It's very, all you wise men from the east, because you'll get more than just a footy game.
Yeah.
You'll get a West Coast Eagles feast.
Jeepers in my deepers. Crazy.
Did you see
How
Trump
did you know it the first time?
called Biden a Palestinian?
That's a bit crazy.
And not a very bad Palestinian.
That's an upping from the birther sort of conspiracy stuff that Trump's usually into.
Yeah, but not just a Palestinian, as if that's supposed to be some kind of like...
And derogatory?
Derogatory. Yeah, I don't know. A very bad Palestinian, just to make sure.
Oh, okay.
And a weak one.
A weak Palestinian?
A weak, very bad Palestinian. That's Biden.
That's not very nice, is it?
No.
But to anybody. He's not being nice to anyone there. And then you got the shooting guard who's the hype's not real or whatever the situation is, and you're like, oh my God, we put all our eggs into one basketball.
But what you're forgetting is the family values, the magic of family. That's what you're forgetting.
I'm forgetting the magic
about the magic of family. Yeah, you're forgetting again.
I forgot about the magic of family?
Yeah, things can happen in the family sphere.
What the hell is this gobbly nonsense?
It's like the fairy shit happens. So what might happen?
No, you didn't just quote shit happens.
Yeah, fairy shit, not just shit.
Magic.
Yeah, like sprinkles and stuff. So who knows? Because if you threaten Bronny's life,
is a good opening position.
If Bronny, you threaten Bronny's life,
why would I do that?
In like to lose a game. So say you don't make LeBron angry. So now you bring in a family member into the mix. Now he wants to like win for his son, impress his son. If you fuck with his son, he fucks you. That kind of thing.
On the court.
And Kupo, number 3. He's got dad jokes as a stat.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Dad jokes.
Dad jokes.
That's a strength.
It's just one of his 4 traits.
I don't know what that means.
What do you call it? Just a lip caterpillar?
Someone said to me today, they said, hey, you've got something stuck in your beard. I could have cried. I hugged him. I said, thank you. You don't know what this means to me.
Is it the acknowledgement, is it? What is it?
Yeah, he said, well, I've never been described as the guy with the beard because my beard is not beardy enough to be described as the bearded guy. What about, oh no, the sun's going down in 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Is it the fat cat 7,
thing? 8, 9. So a friend of mine played that in my ears the other day.
It is really sleepy.
It is a fat cat thing, but it's not fat cat. It's Channel 10's version of it.
Oh.
Fat Cat's Channel 7.
You can't
Channel
fat
10.
shame like that, can you? Is that
Well,
on?
they
Are we
don't.
allowed
I think
to
they
do
just
that?
call him Cat now.
Is he fat
So
though?
Channel 10 had, he's still massive, completely obese, overweight. So Channel 10 had Kenny the echidna, and Kenny was at his mate's house watching telly, and they said, "Oh no, little Lenny, it's time for little kidneys to go to sleep. Gotta go." And then it was like, goodbye, Mr. Kangaroo. Goodbye, Emu Man. And then it's good night. It's that one. It's right away. It's locked in the long-term memory shit. So even if I just had a casual conversation with the person next to me, I was like, yeah, I've got to get to bed, rest my weary head. I've got to brush my teeth, and there's prayers to be said. I've got to put away the toys in the old toy box. Got to bring out the cat and snap on the locks. The sun's going down in 10 seconds. There's someone around who's going to have a Merovingian candidate moment where they think they're being activated.
Candidate?
It's like I'm talking about like a sleeper spy guy who's heard the key word, the key words that activates their kill mode.
Yeah. But they might just go to sleep in this context.
Well, they might think, why am I so tired all of a sudden?
Yeah.
You look a bit tired now. Have I?
Yeah,
Is it done it to you? It's done it. It's actually done
my eyes. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I think he's going to make that point now. He says, side note, all English copies of the Bible should be burned because literally from the first word, the translations are gross distortions of what is actually in the text.
Yeah. But I don't really have any options. This is my problem. I only have what's in front of me, and I'm not prepared to learn Old Norse, Latin, Hebrew, because I'm just a fucking, I've got about 3 brain cells and they're occupied.
Lastly, did you know King David was bisexual and married to Jonathan? I was a bit thrown back by this. I mean, on relevance, Minister, what is the relevance? But interesting fact nonetheless. It piqued my interest. I wanted to know more about King David's bisexuality. So I said there's a lot to unpack here, and I ignored all the cool stuff and went straight to, and no, I didn't know that about King David. What are the sources for this? Was bisexuality not a taboo or outlawed by religious practices, or was this something he had to keep private?
I love all the Sky Dome and creating the universe and all that. And he's like, what are your sources on the...
Oh, by the way, Kiss...
on the bisexual...
Kiss. I looked at a lot of the artwork that depicts King David and Jonathan, and he does look longingly into his eyes in every single one of these depictions. The 2 key, but not only pieces of evidence for this are, 1, that David loved Jonathan, quote, more than any woman, end quote. I don't know if that means gay, but anyway, or bi. Second, I would find the exact reference if you want, but at one point in the story, Jonathan quotes the marriage portion from Ruth at David. Ruth was bisexual as well and had a child with another woman. Third, if you read the story and pay attention, Jonathan and David are seriously thirsty for each other as soon as they lay eyes on each other. Look, that is hilarious that you would say as evidence that if you read a story and pay attention that Jonathan and David are seriously thirsty for each other.
Pope Francis recently apologized following reports that he said gay men should not be allowed to train for the priesthood, adding there was already an air of frocachine, which translates to faggotness. It's FROCIAGGINE.
Yeah.
The Vatican had to release a statement saying that the Pope did not mean to offend anyone and apologized to those who are hurt by the use of a word.
Mm-hmm.
From the Pope. This is just... Unfortunately, even if he intended...
What a shocking admission, though, for someone of his level to say about somebody else, especially not just somebody else, but the people that work for him. Anyway. I mean, to be fair, though, we're talking about Roman Catholicism here. This isn't Seventh Heaven, United States pastor guy who can still get married and have a buttload of kids, even though he's a priest. It's not how it works in most of Roman Catholicism. They're priests for life. They get married to God, just like nuns get married to God. And that's their jam. It's really irrelevant what your sexuality is at the end of the day, because when you sign up for the priesthood, there's a vow of chastity sort of involved with that. There's celibacy. But
man, there's an air
sort of irrelevant.
There's an air of fagginess.
I know.
So come on, man. Can you?
Do you think the Egyptian builders of the pyramids would be impressed by somewhere like Notre Dame, like the cathedral, and going like, "Holy shit, that's gnarly"?
Not in the scale. Maybe I'd say that's cute.
Cute.
Yeah. So the pyramids have more stone in them than all the cathedrals of Europe since the pyramids.